Speaking of chocolate and yummy treats, Kyle, you made some delicious baked goods today, packed with just probably a stupid amount of marijuana.
So I took, I wrote it all down.
That's less than I expected.
I took 7 grams of 25% THC marijuana, and I cooked that into cupcakes for a total of 1,750 milligrams of THC, which is a little more than we want tonight.
Almost twice as much.
So we are doing 6
about
of them.
10 times more than I want.
You took about 2/3 of the.
I've got
cupcakes
2/3.
The other 1/3, I guess, is for
The only problem is 2/3 of the cupcakes when you're trying to hit 1,000 milligrams is an entire plate of cupcakes.
Taylor, are you looking at that and thinking, what's the problem? Because
I started on this one already a little.
What are you gonna eat the last 3 hours of the show?
So I think what I'm going to do is start like by eating one now and then slowly rank.
Yeah,
like
you should ease
up.
into it.
Yeah, that's a. Do they taste good? Oh, sorry.
No, they don't. That was my question. They don't. They don't. They taste like grass, probably. That tastes like chocolate. If I had to guess, like everything that I've had, especially that strong, just tastes like grassy chocolate.
Yeah. It's really strong with weed, but I did put real frosting on top, so that doesn't taste like shit.
Yeah,
There
it
you
looks
go.
like you put a huge amount of chocolate to mask it.
I went to this smoke shop today and I bought Delta 8, an edible. And
No.
wait.
No, I just like the whole Delta 8 stuff is kind of like it's legal for me to get regular weed here, so it's like why I always have this weird connotation. Yeah, I have this weird connotation with like anything that's not traditional THC. Right, like when I was growing up, kids smoking spice and like the other like stuff. It just is weird. But I think Delta 8's fine. I'm pretty sure.
I think Delta 8 is the bee's knees. That it has like
it is great.
It's not bad for you in the same way that pot's not bad for you, right? Like alcohol's worse. Anyway, I could go on, and it's legal. And I thought that I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to. They were really mad last week, and we're doing like a makeup episode. We're trying to get it right.
We'll get high as shit. And like if I know what you mean about spice and having that hesitance, because like if this were like spice, no one would be doing this because I did spice in high school and it was just a panic attack. We've talked about it before, so I won't dwell on it, but it was the least pleasant drug I've ever done in my life, and I would never do it again. The reason that Delta 8's so popular is because it feels pretty much the same as weed.
Mom, if you're watching,
that's what I've heard.
This is a gentle thing. Alcohol's way worse. They say it's science.
So
so
my probation ended on the 2nd. So I got a Delta 8 vape pen. So at midnight we started like just fucking hitting that thing before I flew to Denver, and in the morning, and it got me so scary high. Like the Delta 8 got me. So. Like maybe it was just because that was the first thing I'd ever smoked, and when I get back, I'll be like, oh, this Delta 8 stuff's weak, but like it seems as strong to me as like this like dab pen. Like it seems so strong.
We'll see.
I asked the guy behind the counter if Delta 8 was stronger than pot, and I'll save you what an annoyance that was. But the takeaway was, some people say one, some say the other. It's close,
dude. That is such a like rule 1. If you've been in a dispensary before, don't ask that fucking weirdo his opinion on any of the weed.
Don't be like, hey, can I like it? Yeah,
it looked his size. If I did an ocular pat down. And I thought, this guy is a subject matter expert on weed and Delta 8, and I could use a little hand holding. When I did that in Colorado, the dude was like he knew what was up. He's like, yeah, I know what you need. We'll get you all set up. We'll point you in the direction of success. This guy wasn't that guy. He was unable to answer questions well.
What a
he
dick.
was like elusive. I was like, is this a bad question? Do I look like a cop
was he
or
elusive?
something?
Are you like, how is this drug better than that one? He's like, maybe.
He was like, oh, it's hard
we'll
to say.
see, won't we?
And then he kept thinking that I was going to think that he was lying to me. He's like, yeah, but see what happens if I tell you this thing, then you'll hear something else from someone else, and you'll think that I set you wrong, that I'm not telling you the truth. And I'm like, no, I just don't know. I don't know. I want some help.
Yeah.
And
that guy's smoking too much weed. He's paranoid.
Yeah, he's paranoid in his own like head shop. He's like, are you a narc, dude? Like, I don't know.
Him, I was like, is this a bad question? Like, am I coming off like a cop? He's like, no, Delta 8's legal. It's not a cop thing. And then he proceeded to dodge my question.
Do I look like you're like open carrying in the store?
I worry that I look like I've got a bit of a cop look, right? Does this not scream undercover detective at least a little, right?
Detective, no.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
if you had a mustache,
detective would have, or a regular cop would have shorter hair, no?
I don't know. I think you've got a very copy. I was going to say the top from your eyebrows up looks like I should be afraid.
Very copy.
Yeah, very copy. Just from there up, though, you look like it works. But.
What does a detective look like? Well, I guess detectives. No, I was thinking of like an undercover agent. It wouldn't matter. A detective isn't solving crimes like.
He looks like a normal person.
Yeah.
Like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Like Sherlock Holmes.
I was wearing a trench coat and a paperboy hat. Maybe that was the issue.
This is me and my gay assistant, who has a crush on me, and I'll never acknowledge it.
Wait, is Watson gay?
I thought, maybe I read a tweet about that.
Was it a fan fiction about like how they wanted Watson to fuck?